Playmaker.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And one of the big names on the move this past summer was Donovan Mitchell. Now, you figured his time in Utah was up as the team decided to change their core up. Could be a game changer, though, with this roster, even with all they gave up to get him.
The shot's good.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Okoro. Puts up the 8-footer. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
The 11-footer. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Here's Stevens. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
MP against Garland. Here's MP. And count the... basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. Free throw good, MP.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
Now here's Garland.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Siakam, the pass to MP. 19-footer. The Cavaliers pull it in. Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
Here's MP. 11 points in the game. And the dunk by Pirtle.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy, and this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. 1:52 left to play in the first. Here comes Toronto on the... Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Cavs have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Cleveland. Cleveland calls timeout. Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Lopez, he's checked in for Allen. Osman comes in for Stevens. LeVert's checked in for Okoro. And Neto is subbed in for Darius Garland. MP, that one's good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Cleveland shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Outside Mitchell. Trent against LeVert. Pass to Neto. Can they get it? And another miss by Cleveland. The Raptors have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. From deep, MP gets the 3-ball to go. MP's got 16 points.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's LeVert. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
MP outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. He's got 18.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeVert passes to Mitchell. Here's Lopez. Achua with the rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
He's feeling it. MP shot is good. MP's got 20.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Raptors running away with this one. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Siakam in at center. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. VanVleet against Garland. Pass to Allen. Here's Stevens. Back to Allen. Here's Stevens. 5 to shoot. Excellent D there from Siakam. Here's Barnes. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks. And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Pass to VanVleet. Outside Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. And here's Barnes. Basket counts. Man, that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
B.A., he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
Here's Okoro. Boy, he's been paid. Change here for Toronto. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Allen. Osman comes in for Stevens. Mitchell's checked in for Okoro. And Neto is subbed in for Darius Garland. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Mitchell finds LeVert. Here's Neto. Back to LeVert. From deep, Mitchell. Toronto grabs the miss. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
So tough to negate LeVert's wingspan when he's in attack mode. It's one of his deadliest characteristics.
Free throw good, LeVert.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Both free throws good for LeVert. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. 40 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Neto. Now LeVert. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
MP outside. From outside, off the mark.
Yo, watch Donovan. Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
Mitchell against Trent. From deep. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The Cavaliers shooting 32% for this game, not what they're hoping for. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. We've got Jared Allen, Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Isaac Okoro, and it's Stevens in at the 4-man position.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And Darius Garland has proven he's a franchise player, Grant, and the upside is still there for him.
Oh, wow. He could be one of the best guards in the league when he hits his prime. He gives you everything you want from a point guard. This team was patient with him, and it paid off.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
The three from Mitchell. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Here's MP. Cavaliers with a rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Garland's got 5.
Because he attracts so much defensive attention, Donovan Mitchell often finds teammates all alone.
Toronto calls timeout.
When you look at the age of Jared Allen, the way he's developed, he could be a top 5 center in the league very soon. Fantastic impact on the
baseline. Left.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Nails the 16-footer. MP's got 28. And Allen has the defense and finishing that you want from the center spot, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. Allen can switch on the guards with ease. Great lateral movement and contests very well. Having a center that can do that is huge for a team.
And MP throws it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
There's the double team with Porter. Here's Osman. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's MP. And a missed layup. Cleveland has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Gary Trent.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
The first free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Stevens is checked in for Lopez. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And down it goes. 2 points. LeVert's got 13.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
MP up top with 4 on the clock. And it's good on the layup. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors continuing to pile it on, up 22. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. MP is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Can't get a much better look than that. Pirtle with an aggressive move.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. And finished off by Garland.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
From deep, MP drops in the three. MP's got 37.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long, everyone.
So, how you feeling, big guy? You nervous?
I wouldn't say nervous, but I don't do stuff like this normally, so I am kind of.
Okay.
Okay, so I haven't really seen them interact with each other much, but from what I understand, Othello is convinced that Freddie is angling for his job.
Wait. So it's not just about the PR initiatives?
Nah, man, I'm told it goes way beyond that, Again, you'd have to double check all this, but apparently Othello is paranoid about Freddie's relationship with Phil Boyer, and ever since Freddie was hired to help smooth things.
Let me ask you this.
Hmm?
So has the paranoia showed up in other aspects of Othello's work that you're aware of?
Yeah, well, first of all, he rejects everything he thinks can even.
This is some pretty explosive stuff, man.
Big choice here. Choose your second finalist for Top Play of the Year. Will it be the phenomenal putback, the unthinkable pass, or the highs double lob? Tough decision. Thanks to every single person who has submitted their top plays this year to 2K TV. Next week, you'll have your final vote for Top Play of the Year. It's been a pleasure.
You know, Brent, after a few years of small ball getting even smaller, it's feeling like now there is a resurgence of the big man.
Yeah, I don't know, Kevin, if that's because last year we had 3 potential MVP candidates that all played a bigger position, but you got to have one of those guys in order for you to say that we are going to accentuate the biggest player on the floor to do the things needed to get wins.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Ingram, 5 on the clock, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The pass to Siakam. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Daniels with it, covered by MP. Daniels with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Valanciunas kicks to Daniels. Williamson against Siakam. Pass to Daniels. Here's Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After the miss from MP. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Tries it from 19. Toronto grabs the miss. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Now here's McCollum after the miss from MP. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Daniels from outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Valanciunas against MP. Finds the open look, and it's on target. MP's got 5 now. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Raptors leading by 3. So for Toronto right now, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. MP is out there with Anunoby, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. Down low.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. With the ball in his hand, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Here's Alvarado. After the made shot from MP, Valanciunas passes to Williamson. Good D by Siakam. And for the Raptors, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's MP, and another basket for Toronto.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Pelicans trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's Alvarado missing. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
And here is Ingram after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. To the inside, Siakam. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. Since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strength.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Pelicans making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And then for Toronto, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Pirtle. And Trent subbed in for OG Anunoby. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Brent, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
Poked away and stolen by MP. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 11. And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on C.J. McCollum. David?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pelicans. He told me that he is feeling some real pain in his hamstring. Well, this is definitely unlucky, and especially right at the start of the season. The adjustments will be plentiful going forward. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside. His teammates and competing.
Some rookie. Take time to get acclimated to the NBA, but that was not the case with Herbert Jones.
Yeah, Herb started his second game in the league, and for a second-round pick to make that immediate of an impact was pretty rare in the NBA. He did play all 4 years of college ball, but he came in the NBA ready to rock.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high. Percentage looks from inside.
Here's McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again. Toronto leading by 11. Trent with the wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
McCollum kicks to Jones. Back to McCollum. Ingram outside. 1:49 left to play here in the second quarter.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
First free throw is good.
And you look at the way.
And so it's Toronto. Sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The forwards for him are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
And defensively, they are on. Their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pelicans trail by 13. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Williamson. Rebound by the Raptors. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And there's the bucket from MP.
How good is that? I mean, he can... make a defender look foolish at times.
Ingram outside. Pass to Daniels. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Back to Daniels. Launches it. And the Pelicans get it back. McCollum outside. Here's Valanciunas. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Toronto shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw good, MP. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Ingram outside. McCollum outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
MP, that's for 2. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
McCollum passes to Valanciunas. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right at the free throw line. Pelicans with the rebound. Ingram outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Ingram adding more muscle and a little more moxie each and every year.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
The first free throw is good.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Pirtle. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
The three from MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep. Here is Daniels. He's got 5. Ingram outside. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Nance passes to Jones. That one drops for him. Jones has got 6 points.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there, does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for New Orleans. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. Trent comes in for Scotty Barnes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. There's a minute left to play in the third. Ingram passes to Daniels. Shot from free throw range. It's hauled in by Achua.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Cans it from downtown.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pelicans trail by 20. One. Daniels passes to Ingram. Back to Daniels. Murphy against Boucher. Here's Valanciunas. That shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Valanciunas.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
MP outside. And it goes down 2 points. MP's got 31.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Toronto with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass.
Norton's making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. MP's checked in for the Raptors. Siakam finds MP. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Buries the 7-footer.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Outside Murphy. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
Here's MP. Pirtle trying to get open. MP, no good. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. They trail by 11. McCollum against Barnes. And stolen by Barnes.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Raptors.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And Murphy kicks to McCollum. Looking to get it going. Shoots over VanVleet. McCollum, no good. Here's Toronto now. VanVleet passes to MP. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Alvarado. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
What do you think of the report that the team is considering packaging you and 3 unprotected first-round picks for Shep Owens?
I mean, if that's actually on the table, I think someone got a screw or 2 loose, frankly speaking. I mean, I wouldn't trade me for Shep straight up. And then you're going to throw in 3 first-round picks, unprotected. Nah. Oh, man, that's wild. John, talk to me, man. Hey. No, they actually haven't approached me.
So you haven't been at all reassured about your place here. I mean, you've been playing remarkably well.
No, I have not heard anything. I mean, you'd think I would, right? But that's just goes to show where we are.
Okay. Thanks, MP.
And Doris, when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of disdain. Based, which always makes for interesting viewing.
So the Raptors starting five, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. MP is out there with OG Anunoby, and it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Yeah, what a month it was for MP. He was named Rookie of the Month recently. Easy to see why.
MP showed exactly how dangerous he can be on the floor all month long. Incredible numbers from the rookie. He earned the honors.
Dinwiddie against MP. Pass to Claxton. Yes, and a nice assist. Assist from Dinwiddie.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pirtle. And he banks in the layup.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Claxton. Bridges outside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Dinwiddie. And a nice finish on the layup.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's MP. He played a great game against New Orleans.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
MP against Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. And he goes up strong with a one-handed. Jam.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Dinwiddie. After the basket by Toronto. Over MP. Oh, great D that time from MP.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Hey, expanding his range. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bridges. Lots of room. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Toronto.
Boy, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career. It was rocky. This guy falls to the second round. He gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that...
Pass to Johnson. Back to Claxton. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Talking about Dinwiddie, he steadily improved with Brooklyn, Doris.
He sure did, B.A., averaging 20 points per game during that 1920 season. Then he was rewarded with a huge free agent deal during the summer of 2021. Perseverance is a big-time part of his story.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Bridges misses.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Siakam, the pass to MP. From 12 feet. Rebound Brooklyn. Claxton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Dinwiddie. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game. It's Barnes on the wing. MP against Dinwiddie. And the basket by MP. And the Raptors lead by 11. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Over to the wing. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Dinwiddie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But we see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Doris, these are very capable defenders.
They are, B.A. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place? And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted. A nifty play off the dribble. Creates barely enough space to get off the shot.
Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. The kick out to Johnson. Anunoby against Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dinwiddie. And that one is hammered home.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And Toronto calls time here. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Raptors also with a sub. VanVleet. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Nets shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Here's Toronto with the ball. Barnes finds MP. Oh, trying his luck from deep. He drops it from range. MP's got 19 points.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Finney-Smith. It's Bridges on the wing. Pirtle with the block.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
Clock at 4. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by MP.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Free throw line jumper. Here's Pirtle, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And that one falls. The Nets have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Dinwiddie against MP. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Hey, right here.
Here's MP. And the layup falls. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Oh, the energy and focus on display. Saw an opportunity to get inside, and they continue to build at this lead.
Bridges misses.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Siakam, that's good. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime.
Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
They get the rebound. Claxton. Pirtle with some nice D.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. And that one, good. Siakam's got 7 points. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. O'Neal, he's checked in for Claxton. Harris comes in for Finney-Smith. Thomas, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. Down low. O'Neal misses. Now the Raptors with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Barnes, it's good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Harris outside. Back to Curry. Pass to Thomas. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Achua's checked in for Pascal Siakam. The Raptors have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Barnes. Give him 8 points now. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Thomas.
I see him.
And here's Curry for 3. Connects from downtown. Curry's got 9 points.
No hesitation from Seth Curry on the catch and shoot. You can see the confidence.
Outside. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Johnson. Finney-Smith comes in for O'Neal. Mikal Bridges checked in for Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in for Curry. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Pirtle's checked in for Achua. Siakam comes in for Young. Ananobi, he's checked in for Trent. And MP is subbed in for Van Vliet. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Puts one up from 19. Good. He hits the jumper. MP's got 23 points. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Thomas. Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's MP. He's covered by Dinwiddie. MP against Dinwiddie. Another shot. And it's laid up. Up and in by Pirtle.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Pass to Bridges. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Pass to Harris. Back to Sumner.
Ball. Hey, ball.
Watanabe on the wing.
Go over.
Out to Harris. The three is up. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2-1, with one more game to follow against the team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game. For Fred VanVleet.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role, mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
And the Nets making a change here. Mills is checked in. Barton, he's... So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just grab it.
Bro, what are you doing with popcorn, man?
Why would I not make popcorn?
Oh,
I feel like I'm about to watch a prize fight.
Bro, you're supposed to be a professional, right?
Wait, hold on. Am I the only one that realizes what's actually happening right now?
We know what's going on.
We're winning. Nate White is about to go on and put the nail in Othello's coffin on live
Whoa,
TV.
no, I do not approve of the coffin talk. But yes, it is accurate to say that things are going.
All right, here we go. Our top story today is the sudden or not.
All right.
That couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah.
I'd say there's a 90-10 split in favor of MP on social.
Great choice. That's a difference maker.
A few weeks ago, we crowned the first female legend in NBA 2K23.
And shortly after, we caught up with her to congratulate her in person. Meet Aaliyah.
Today, we have Aaliyah from the NBA 2K community on 2K TV. Aaliyah, welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me here.
This is such a big honor. I appreciate y'all for giving me this opportunity.
And
And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Now the starting group for Orlando. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Cole Anthony is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Anthony. Back to Fultz. Carter outside. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And Barnes sends it back. And he gets it back. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Boy, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
Now here's Anthony after the miss from MP. Anthony kicks to Carter. Wagner against Barnes. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Misses the 3. For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
Toronto grabs the miss.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Siakam passes to MP. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Fultz looking around. Deep 2 from Anthony. Anthony missing again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
MP, that's for 2. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And that's now 6 points for MP.
And some off-the-court news for MP recently. He announced he'll be a spokesman for Ruffles.
Oh, and he'll be great. And to be honest, you know, Greg, I'm not sure why Ruffles hasn't reached out to me yet. I practically live off the cheddar and sour cream. And I can say Ruffles has ridges. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything, Banchero's future is certainly bright.
On the court for Orlando, Cole Anthony is out there with Fultz. Then there's Carter. Then there's Banchero. And it's Wagner in at the 4 slot. Passes it to Fultz. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Wagner. Both free throws good from Wagner. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the